Hi, my name is Garcia, and I'm here to talk to you about the book, The Three Javelinas. The Three Javelinas is by Susan Lowell and is illustrated by Jim Harris. The Three Javelinas is pretty much a spin-off of The Three Little Pigs. The difference is that this one has a different setting. This book teaches you about the Southwest and sort of a little bit about Latin America, but it's pretty much set in the Southwest. First let's start off what javelinas are. Javelinas are basically southwestern pigs. So, since this book is in the desert, they decided to have a desert theme. So what happens in the Three Javelinas is that you still have the three little pigs, but instead they are three javelinas. And so they decide that they're old enough to go out on their own. But one of the first little pigs, he gets caught in a tumbleweed. Tumbleweed is kind of like hay. So he gets stuck in a tumbleweed, and he decided that there was all this tumbleweed on the floor that he might as well just use that to build his house. So he decided to go build his house, but then the coyote comes. And when the coyote comes, he says, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And that's what he did. The tumbleweed wasn't strong enough, so he just blew down the first little pig's home. So he decides to run to his brother's house. His brother was looking for material for his house. And he came across this Indian woman. And the Indian woman was picking up sticks from these saguaro cactuses. And he decided to ask the woman, the Native American, if he could use the sticks to build his house. And so then the two brothers are in the house, and then the coyote tries to play a trick on them, sounding like another javelina. But they were like, "I don't believe this is really it." So they didn't get tricked, but the coyote said he'll huff and he'll puff, and he did blow the sticks down. The sticks weren't strong enough. So then the third little javelina, she came across a brick maker, especially adobe bricks. With this, adobe bricks are mainly used in the Southwest because in the summer it's really hot there, and they kind of cool down the house. Whether in the wintertime they can still retain the heat, and it's not as cold as, like, let's say here in North Carolina when we can get snow. And so she decided to build her house of adobe bricks. And so all the two brothers come to her house because their house is wrecked. So she invites them into her house. And then the coyote comes. And when the coyote comes, they're so scared because they think their house is going to be torn down. But the coyote huffs and he puffs, but he can't blow it down. He's not strong enough. So then he gets the idea of going through the chimney. Now, I'm not going to tell you what happens then because you're going to have to read the end of the book. But I think people who like the Three Little Pigs but want to learn about a different culture would really like this book. I remember when I was little, my family, my dad's side of the family, they live in Arizona, so we would always go there every other summer, and we'd go there and we'd hang out in the desert. And honestly, sometimes you see these little javelinas just in the street or, in your backyard, which is kind of weird because, you don't see it here. So you learn about different things and learn about different way other people live. So that's who I would recommend this book to. So I hope you can pick this book up at your local library and read it, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.